This year's Stony Brook Brookfest featured a wide range of music artists for students to enjoy, from B.O.B. to 21 Pilots to Panic at the Disco. But did everybody go to Brookfest?
No.
No.
No, I did not.
Every year is another year of Brookfest and music artists, and another year of students complaining there's not enough musical diversity. So what is the real issue here?
I got to see the SAC a few days ago, and just to see the range of all the artists there that have played, and then to think now, like how different it is. You know, they were such high quality people, and it's kind of gone down and down and down. I mean, everyone knows Panic at the Disco CDs, like, you know, it's not very relevant.
I wasn't really interested in the artists as much as I should be, and I felt that since I'm not interested, why should I waste someone else's ticket who would be interested in it?
Because they have artists that I don't really know. I knew like one person, Ludacris, but I don't listen to his music. Everybody else is just, I'm like, who is that?
Stony Brook's undergraduate student government spearhead the organization of the concert and are well aware of student complaints. This year, the USG decided to take on an extra measure in finding the right artist for Brookfest by sending out a Google form listing possible headliners.
We wanted to get a general sense of what the Stony Brook community wanted to see in our concerts, because we knew that in the past we've always gotten reports that students weren't getting the artists that they wanted, that they didn't get their voice heard. So we thought since it was a challenge with the time restriction to actually host anything, to talk to students individually and personally, we decided that a poll will be at least a good reference to give us a sense of what they might want.
This year we had booked like a first act in like, I think January, and then you know, I think we created like a thing on Facebook, and then people started posted like how we should gauge people's opinions, and we were like, you know, we actually have the time to do that this time, let's actually do that. So we actually, you know, went with listening to the students.
The announcement of Panic at the Disco as the headlining band for Brookfest this year came as an interesting change of pace, considering Stony Brook's previous concerts have almost been exclusively featuring rap or dance music artists.
Panic, we kind of, we were considering heavily, but we didn't secure it yet. So they were, after seeing the feedback, we knew that they were an artist we were going to pursue. It was more so the second artist for this year that we were considering, and it seemed that B.O.B. was very popular, and we figured, why not diversify, not just have an all-rock show. As you know, as satisfying as that would be for the rock community, we still have to consider the other whatever percentage of the community. So we thought that hip-hop is usually the most popular one. It was that or a DJ, but looking at like availability and like price range, B.O.B. was a good choice. And then 21 Pilots we felt like would be a fantastic like transition between the artists, because we have Just performing as our opener, who's hip-hop, and then we thought that's a good opening transition to B.O.B. and then B.O.B. into 21 Pilots, which has like rap and alternative, and then end with the alternative.
We've put out polls in the past of like, you know, what genre do you want to see? And usually like EDM or rap is like usually the thing that comes out on top, because like that's just what is actually the most popular thing on this campus.
Right.
But because that's always like the most voted thing, you know, the people who get rock, who want rock music, never really get that option. Not really until this year.
But do the students feel like the USG is listening to their desire for new tunes at Stony Brook?
I do think they tried, but I mean, I don't even know how you would get to someone like that. So that I think is a big problem in and of itself.
I feel like the part that's the most important is those meetings, the student activity boards meeting. Obviously, if they have class or other priorities, that's unfortunate. But that's probably the best way to really have an impact, because the students that attended those meetings really participated a lot in our conversation and the debate for the artist selection, and it really did sway the decision.